Had one of the most amazing week to begin on a weekend that we got an invitation from our dearest Sharda auntie with Jagadguru Kanchi Mahaperiyava Paduke arriving to their house, which is such a blessing for all of us. So we couldn't miss it for any reason. I'm planning to make a dish that I could share with the rest of the bigger family of ours. They all just love my mirchi bhajis, but for some reason I couldn't go out to buy fresh green chilies. Instead, I thought of making Bonda soup, which I'm sure they will enjoy and they will love this as well. And it's a perfect dish for sharing and making it for a potluck gathering. I've soaked in tur dal overnight, which is 1 cup measurement. I've drained the water and setting it in the pressure cooker with fresh water for 1 whistle. If you soak in the dal way beforehand, then yes, they will turn nice and soft with just 1 whistle. Meanwhile, for the soup, with onions, tomatoes and green chilies that I've chopped and have it ready. I take a big large pot as this is a very large portion. I'm adding in 2 tablespoons of yellenne, sesame oil, tilka tel, a teaspoon of mustard seeds. Once they start spluttering, I add in 6 green chilies, 2 large onions which are cut lengthwise. Once you see the change in color, that's when I add in 2 tomatoes. I sprinkle in very little of salt, cover it up so that the tomatoes will soften faster.
No, I don't need that.
I'm still waiting for the pressure to be released from the cooker. So in the meantime, I make a dough ready for the bondas. Instead of making vadas that needs soaking time plus grinding time, here is a quick alternative which is going to be super quick that you just need to combine. It is very quick version. I use fat-free yogurt or you can use low-fat yogurt too. In a bowl, I used a whole pot of the fat-free yogurt, a very big portion of freshly grated ginger, say around 3 to 4 inches, a teaspoon of green chili paste, salt to taste and cooking soda. We combine all of it together nicely, thoroughly, and then we add in maida, plain flour, as much as it will take in. Now the measurement of the flour is something that has to be checked on your own as to how much it will take in. So this is the consistency that you are looking for. If you do it this way, then you can easily scoop in the dough and make bondas. So you need to check the consistency with your hand. Once you're happy with the way the dough is, make sure to take a bowl of water so that you can dip your hands in it, and when your palm is wet, the dough will not stick to your hands and you can easily lift up the dough and place it above the oil. With oil that is heated up, which is at the right temperature, I make very small, cute little balls like a dumpling so that it's just easier for anyone to eat in one bite. And once these bondas are soaked in the soup, they will fluff up. So just the small measurement is perfect enough for a potluck gathering. Luckily, the weather for today was nice and cold. It wasn't too hot and it has started raining as well, and I'm sure this will be the perfect dish for today's gathering. Everybody is going to enjoy hot bondas and soup. A perfect dish to carry for a potluck gathering when it's raining. I make batches one after the other. The pressure is now released from the cooker, so I transferred the cooked dal along with its water into the pot, adding turmeric powder and salt. This is when I set the soup for boiling. It has come to a good boil. I add in coriander leaves and turn off the flame. I thought it will be a lot easier if I add in the bondas now, as it's a potluck gathering. If you're planning to do this at home, you can add in the bondas just before serving so that there will be a crunch for the bondas and still everyone can enjoy this soupy soup. I quickly went upstairs, got changed into this beautiful sari of mine. This belongs to my mother-in-law actually. I have worn this sari so many times. It still has this glow and looks beautiful every time I wear it. There's still plenty of the soup that is still remaining to give the space for the bondas to fluff up. We reached Sharda auntie and Gupta uncle's house just on time.
ओम यज्ञ संपन्नाय नमः ओम यज्ञ सहायकाय नमः ओम यज्ञ बलदाय नमः ओम यज्ञ प्रियाय नमः ओम उपमानरहिताय नमः ओम स्फटिक तुलसी रुद्राक्ष हारदारिणे नमः।
जय जय शंकर हर हर शंकर जय जय शंकर हर हर शंकर जय जय शंकर हर हर शंकर।
जय जय शंकर हर हर शंकर जय जय शंकर शंकर जय जय शंकर हर हर शंकर जय जय शंकर हर हर शंकर जय जय शंकर
जय जय शंकर हर हर शंकर हर शंकर जय जय शंकर। देवताय नमो नमः रामाय नमो नमः ओम स्वामी नमो नमः कामाक्षी देवताय नमो नमः ओम
जय जय शंकर हर हर
चित्रां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो नमः आद्रां यत्करुणीं यस्त्रीं सुवर्णां हेममालिनीं।
After all the puja and chanting, which was done so beautifully in a very traditional way, it has always been a great joy going to Sharda auntie's house for all the ceremonies that we can sit down and live the festive moments to its fullest. And with a big festive spread of delicious delicacies, we got to enjoy all of it, and we also set the bonda soup to warm up before serving. We had an amazing time and blessings, and also the joy of catching up with everyone from far and near. Bye. It's midweek, summer holidays in full swing. Last night I just decided at the end minute to go to the ladies cricket match, which was India versus England one day international. With it being the last minute call, I'm in a super quick rush. My friend is coming to pick me up, but before she comes, I need to make sure that I and Sanika are completely filled up, as it's going to be a very long day for both of us. We're going to watch the entire match, which is expected to be finishing around 8ish in the evening. So I'm planning to make chapatis for breakfast and a vegetable sabzi. I'm going to pack the same for the lunch as well, along with plenty of nibbles. I'm also making a multi-grain dough for the wraps so that I can enjoy it for lunch and dinner while watching the cricket match. A small cup measurement of wheat flour, a teaspoon of ragi flour, a teaspoon of bajra flour, a teaspoon of jawar flour, pinch of salt, very little of desi ghee. I add in water to make a dough which is just slightly soft, as I'm going to use my roti pressing machine to make these chapatis. This is the consistency of the dough that we are looking for. If you keep your finger on the dough, you need to see the mark coming on it. I let it rest for an hour and make a mixed vegetable sabzi with plenty of vegetables, keeping it all healthy and a good filling for the day. I have 3 potatoes, 2 big carrots, half bell peppers of red, yellow and green color. In a large pan, I have 2 tablespoons of yellenne, sesame oil. I first add in the potatoes and carrots together at once. As this will take a longer time to get cooked, I sprinkle in very little of salt, give it a good stir and cover it up. I stir it occasionally so that it doesn't stick at the bottom of the pan. Once I see they have become slightly tender, that's when I add in the mixed peppers and onions. So basically you can use any vegetables that you have at home to make this sabzi. Adding in a teaspoon of garlic and ginger paste, I let it turn aromatic. And then add in a cup of frozen corn and water. Once the vegetables are all softened and still having the crunch in them, this is when I add in the masalas together at once. A teaspoon of Kashmiri red chili powder, a teaspoon of dhania powder, a teaspoon of cumin powder, a teaspoon of garam masala. We finish off the sabzi by squeezing in a few drops of lime and chopped coriander leaves. I use my roti pressing machine, place the butter sheets, smear some oil and place the dough in the center. I press it down just twice because the dough is really nice and soft. And this is the number that you can get in touch to buy a roti pressing machine for yourself. I place the sheet upside down on the tawa, lift up the sheet on top, and a super quick and easy way of making healthy multigrain chapatis at home. Rolling the multigrain chapatis using a rolling pin is a little difficult as we're using different kinds of healthy flours like ragi flour, bajra and jawar flour, which has a different consistency compared to the wheat flour. Wheat flour is easier to roll, but making a chapati or a wrap using these kind of flours is slightly difficult. Using a roti pressing machine is super easy for us to work in kitchen and still maintaining to make healthy chapatis. So I make around 6 chapatis so that I can carry the same as multigrain wrap. I make a raita using cucumbers as it's a very warm day today and we are going to be out for the whole day. I grate in the cucumber, add in a teaspoon of mango pickle, salt and Greek style yogurt. I've also added in half a teaspoon of amchur powder. I'm planning to use 2 wraps for lunch and 2 wraps for dinner. This is what I could manage in the rush hour. I was planning to do more items, but it was getting really late. So this will be a good healthy intake for the entire day as we're going to sit down, not move around much. I've placed the chapatis onto the kitchen foil individually so that it's going to be easier to eat, and I have placed the mixed vegetable sabzi in the center. I have the cucumber raita and chopped mixed peppers on top. I fold up the bottom section to make it like, as though it's going to hold the whole of the sabzi, and then I wrap it around, keeping it nice and clean. And in the meantime, Sanika is making her own wraps as she's willing to have halloumi and many more of her favorites in the wrap. She's doing it parallelly on the other side, and this is a great help as we are really running tight on time and we need to be working way faster. We really don't want to be late. We don't want to miss the cricket match. We want to be from the start till the end, making sure we have watched the entire match. A juice one to go late, Nurada. This, huh? I think good. Ali. Allala, li. Allala. Oh. Because I'm allowed to go matai. Ili ko biya sa. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I've also made sure I've taken the chuda flakes that I had made at home. I'm packing it in a bag so that I can share it with my friends. I'm expecting a large number of friends who are going to be sitting right next to us watching the cricket match. So looks like I've got everything ready, and I've also found these tender cucumbers. I thought this will be good if I cut them, sprinkle in some salt and Kashmiri red chili powder on them. It will taste really good, like as in desi style, to enjoy cucumbers. And with literally 20 minutes that are still remaining, I'm planning to make a top. I don't have an Indian jersey, but then I realized I have my Cricut Maker 3 at home, which makes everything possible. So I also have a blue top. It's an old blue top that I had it in my wardrobe, and I'm going to use it today. Using the Cricut design space, I just entered the text India in block letters. These were the only smart iron-on vinyl that is remaining at home. I'm just going to use one of them. All I've got to do is just press the play button, and that's it. The Cricut Maker 3 will do the entire job for me in 2 minutes time. It's a very old top, but luckily I did have a blue top, and yes, I'm going to uplift it today. And I feel this is how I'm going to feel myself inclusive, wearing a blue top with India name written on it, and having a Cricut Maker 3 at home makes every thought come to life. I use my Cricut Easy Press. I'm going to give it an iron on the base material first. Sanika has peeled off the excess vinyl. All you've got to do is place the writing where you wish to, and once you're happy with the layout.
ಹಿಂಗೆ ನೀನು ಸುಮ್ಮನಿರ್ತಾಯಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಅನ್ಸ್ತೈತಾ ಮೇನ್ ನಿಮ್ದು ಪಾಪ ಸಾಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟಾ
Place the easy press on it, place it for 20 seconds with gentle pressure, moving it, and once it's warm enough, turn the material upside down and press again. This way the design will stay wash after wash. I'm so happy with the way it has turned out. One of the most quick, easy way of making personalized t-shirts at home, either for your own self or for a particular occasion or to gift to your dear friends. I quickly grab everything onto a big bulky bag so that we can fill up the whole bag with food and drinks. But just one thing is what I have realized: I shouldn't have got the cucumber raita onto the wrap. It turned out to be a little soggy with time. So if you're planning to make this sometime for your picnic, make sure to pack the raita separately, or you can skip the cucumber raita. It tasted good, but it just turned out to be a little soggy.
peel off happy means ಏನ್ ಬೇಕು
So yeah, I'm ready and I'm very happy with my entire look. It looks exclusive, it looks casual, it looks inclusive for the cricket match. And now we are here at the Durham Cricket Club. There were plenty of food stalls and our very own Spice FM Desi stall. I'm looking forward for an exciting day ahead, but for now we got a place to sit down. We chose our seats, which has a great view. Our little girls group always make sure to create happy vibes, good vibes, high energetic vibes for every occasion that happens in Newcastle upon Tyne. The feeling is just so good to watch a match in the stadium, and just at the right time, we spotted the team entering the field. The feeling is just so good to watch a match in the stadium, and just at the right time, we spotted the team entering the field, and we really wanted to go as close as we could. Me and my friends were super crazy, just like a little child within us. Was so happy being together, having lots of fun, cheering the Indian cricket team. Happiness was not just double, but it was tripled with everything around. Just the day was fantastic is what I can say. weather was so good. Both teams played so well. We loved the energy, the spirit, the fitness ladies have within them, which was quite motivating. We all friends had packed so much of food that we kept munching. We just opened our bags and sharing all the food that each one of us had bought. It is break time. We enjoyed ice creams and Bollywood buzz from our girls again. Summer holidays are all good when you are in the best company of friends doing activities together. We ate lots, we chatted lots, we chanted slogans like a little kid that our throats were hurting the next day. But it's such a good feeling to keep that little child within you alive all the time. Makes you not just happy but others as well. And this feeling is so contagious, spreading to others and others' wives getting reflected onto you as well. The game carried on till 8:30 p.m. night, and both the teams were excellent, giving a tight competition which made the finals very interesting. India won the trophy, beating England by 13 runs. Now comes the fun bit to reach out to all the players with selfies and autographs. Both the teams, England and Indian players, were very kind and patient, with so many people eagerly waiting to see them close, asking for pictures, their signatures. They came around very happily, taking pictures, selfies and signing for us after a very tiring day for them. So bravo to being ladies, staying strong, being fit and still continuing to keep that smile after such a long day. So a big cheers to Team India.